We know you're busy leading your organizations into the future, and that future
Hmm.
heavily relies on data.
Yeah.
But how do you keep that data safe
Right.
and compliant in a landscape that's constantly shifting?
Yeah.
That's precisely what we're unpacking today.
Yeah.
Using Quigist's ebook, Data Protection, 10 Predictions for 2025 is our guide.
Hmm.
It's a roadmap of the trends and challenges impacting data security and compliance globally.
Right.
And we'll extract the most important pieces for you today.
It's not just about ticking boxes and avoiding fines.
Right.
This deep dive is about understanding the impact these changes will have on your organization
Exactly.
and empowering you to make informed decisions about data protection.
Exactly. So let's jump right into the first prediction.
Okay.
The continuous evolution of regulation. We all know GDPR, but the ripple effect is undeniable.
Yeah.
China's Personal Information Protection Law, or PIPL,
Hmm.
is another major player, and California's CCPA is setting the pace in the U.S.
Yeah. The EU is also rolling out new legislation,
Okay.
like the Data Governance Act, which focuses on non-personal data,
Uh-huh.
and the AI Act, tackling the ethical use of AI.
Interesting.
It's a clear signal that regulations are trying to catch up with the rapid pace of technological advancement.
What's the takeaway for organizations here?
The challenge is twofold:
Okay.
keeping up with this constant influx of new regulations and ensuring compliance across different jurisdictions.
Right.
This means your legal and compliance teams need to be agile, informed, and prepared to adapt.
Staying ahead of the curve is critical now. On to prediction number 2.
All right.
Stricter audits and penalties. Regulators are getting serious about enforcement.
Yeah.
We've seen hefty fines for companies like British Airways and Amazon
Right.
for GDPR violations, some in the hundreds of millions.
The Optus breach in Australia,
Yeah.
where millions of customer records were compromised, serves as a stark reminder of what's at stake. This isn't just about avoiding fines. It's about maintaining stakeholder trust and protecting your brand reputation.
Data breaches can have a devastating impact, not only financially,
Right.
but also in terms of public perception and customer loyalty. Prediction number 3 delves into the impact of AI in emerging technologies. It's fascinating how AI can be both a risk and a solution in this realm.
AI is a double-edged sword.
Okay.
On one hand, we have deep fakes that can manipulate information,
Right.
and facial recognition technology is raising privacy concerns like the Clearview AI controversy. On the other hand, AI offers powerful tools for enhanced security and fraud prevention.
We're seeing companies like Google and Microsoft trying to strike a balance with their responsible AI guidelines,
Right.
but it's a complex landscape to navigate.
Absolutely. The EU's AI Act is a step towards regulating the ethical use of AI. But the question remains, how do we foster innovation while safeguarding privacy and security?
Prediction number 4 focuses on sensitive data and monitoring challenges.
Right.
From healthcare to finance, the volume and complexity of sensitive data are exploding.
And so are the risks.
Wow.
Think of the ransomware attack on Universal Health Services, which crippled their operations for weeks.
Oh my gosh.
But there are positive developments, too. Initiatives like the UK's data trusts aim to create secure frameworks for data sharing, recognizing the value of data while prioritizing its protection.
It's a tightrope walk. So what's the key takeaway for organizations dealing with sensitive data?
Robust systems and strategies are essential for monitoring and protecting this data.
Okay.
You need to know where your sensitive data resides, who has access to it, and how it's being used.
Yeah.
Traditional security measures might not be enough anymore.
Then there's the ever-evolving landscape of cybersecurity threats, which is prediction number 5. Organizations face a barrage of attacks.
The EU's NIS2 legislation, for instance, highlights the increasing need for stricter security standards in critical sectors.
Interesting.
It's not just about reacting to incidents anymore. Organizations need to build resilience through proactive measures.
What kind of proactive measures are we talking about?
Things like threat detection systems,
Oh, wait.
regular vulnerability assessments, and comprehensive incident response planning. You need to be prepared to not only prevent attacks, but also to respond swiftly and effectively if a breach does occur.
Prediction number 6 brings us to the new normal hybrid and remote work environments.
Right.
It's a reality for many organizations, and it has significant implications for data protection.
Absolutely. The lines between personal and professional devices and networks have blurred,
Right.
expanding the attack surface and increasing vulnerabilities. We're seeing a rise in phishing attacks targeting remote workers,
Right.
as well as ransomware incidents that exploit unsecured home networks.
What can organizations do to mitigate these risks?
Implementing strong security measures like VPNs for secure remote access is crucial.
Okay.
Multi-factor authentication should be mandatory for all users.
Right.
And robust security training programs tailored for remote work are essential.
Yeah.
Look at organizations like Santander Bank.
Uh-huh.
They're investing heavily in training and awareness programs to empower their remote workforce.
Speaking of changing landscapes, prediction number 7 focuses on cloud and external server security.
Okay.
Cloud adoption is soaring,
Yeah.
but are organizations keeping up with the security implications?
That's the million-dollar question.
Right.
The Capital One breach, where a misconfigured web application firewall led to the compromise of millions of customer records, serves as a cautionary tale.
Yeah.
It underscores the importance of proper cloud configuration and robust security practices, even when working with trusted providers.
It's a shared responsibility model, right?
Exactly. While cloud providers secure the underlying infrastructure, organizations are ultimately responsible for securing their data and applications within that environment.
So what's the key takeaway for organizations migrating to the cloud?
A comprehensive cloud security strategy is paramount.
Okay.
This involves careful planning, vendor selection based on security capabilities, and ongoing monitoring and adaptation to address emerging threats.
Right.
It's not a set-it-and-forget-it situation.
All right.
Cloud security requires continuous attention.
And it's not just about the technology. It's about understanding the shared responsibility model and implementing the right policies and procedures to ensure data protection in the cloud.
Right.
Now let's talk about data transfers and privacy standards, which is prediction number 8.
All right.
In a globalized world, data inevitably crosses borders.
Yeah.
But the regulatory landscape is a patchwork of different laws and requirements.
The Schrems-Kozik ruling,
Yeah.
which invalidated the Privacy Shield framework for data transfers between the EU and the U.S.,
Right.
sent shockwaves through the international business community.
Wow.
It highlighted the complexities of navigating this patchwork and the need for robust mechanisms to ensure compliance.
So how are organizations adapting to this more stringent environment?
We're seeing adjustments like the new EU-US data privacy framework trying to address these concerns,
Okay.
but it's still early days.
Right.
Organizations are also turning to alternative mechanisms like standard contractual clauses or SCCs for data transfers. And some, like Microsoft, are creating dedicated data regions in Europe to minimize data transfers and comply with local regulations.
It seems like organizations need to be very strategic and proactive in managing their data transfers to ensure compliance and maintain user trust across different jurisdictions.
They do.
Now on to prediction number 9, which focuses on advancements in authentication and identity verification.
Okay.
We're moving beyond traditional passwords. But what does that look like in practice?
Think biometrics, multi-factor authentication, and passwordless solutions. Apple's Face ID and Google's security keys are prime examples of these new technologies.
These advancements aim to enhance security while also improving user experience.
Yeah.
It's about finding that sweet spot where security doesn't come at the cost of convenience.
The EU's digital identity wallet is another exciting development in this area.
Okay.
It offers a glimpse into a future where digital identification is secure, user-controlled,
Right.
and recognized across borders.
Interesting.
But this brings its own challenges for organizations,
Yeah.
especially in terms of secure implementation and integration with existing systems.
And finally, prediction number 10 highlights the growing pressure from citizens and consumers for transparency and data protection.
Right.
People are more aware of their data rights and more discerning about who they trust with their information.
We're seeing the rise of privacy-focused platforms like Signal and DuckDuckGo as people seek alternatives to traditional data-hungry services.
Right.
And companies are responding, albeit with varying degrees of enthusiasm. Apple's App Tracking Transparency feature, for example, gives users more control over how their data is collected and used by apps.
It seems like transparency and ethical data practices are no longer just a nice-to-have.
They're not.
They're a must-have for any organization that wants to build and maintain customer trust.
Exactly. In a world where data is a valuable asset, demonstrating respect for user privacy and data rights can be a powerful differentiator. It's about moving beyond compliance and embracing a truly ethical approach to data.
That wraps up our overview of the 10 predictions from Quigist's ebook.
Yeah.
What I find particularly relevant is this emphasis on the human element.
It's not just about implementing the right technology or ticking off compliance checklists.
Right.
It's about fostering a culture of data protection within your organization.
Yes.
Empowering your people to be responsible data stewards.
What does creating a culture of data protection actually look like in practice?
It starts with leadership setting the tone from the top, making it clear that data protection is a core value, not an afterthought.
And what about the practical steps? How can organizations equip their employees to handle data responsibly?
Comprehensive training programs are essential. These programs should cover data privacy principles, best practices for secure data handling, and incident response procedures. And training shouldn't be a one-time event. It needs to be ongoing and tailored to different roles and responsibilities within the organization.
That makes sense. You can't expect employees to protect data if they don't understand the risks or their role in mitigating them.
Absolutely. It's also crucial to have clear, concise policies and procedures that are easy to understand and follow.
Right.
No one wants to wade through pages of legalese to figure out how to handle sensitive information.
And let's not forget about communication.
You're right. Keeping employees informed about data protection, issues, new threats, and best practices is essential. Regular communication reinforces the importance of data protection and helps to foster a culture of vigilance and responsibility.
It sounds like creating a culture of data protection is an ongoing effort, not a one-time project.
Exactly. It's a continuous journey that requires commitment and attention from everyone in the organization, from the CEO to the newest intern, but the benefits are clear. Increased trust with customers, reduced risk of data breaches, and improved compliance with regulations. It's a win-win for everyone involved.
So we've talked about the challenges, the predictions, and the importance of creating a strong data protection culture.
Right.
But how can organizations actually implement all of this? What are the practical solutions that can help them navigate this complex landscape?
That's where Quigis comes in.
Let's talk about Quigis solutions.
Okay.
And how they can help organizations address these data protection challenges.
Quigist offers two key solutions, data protection management and information security risk management. Both powered by our flexible Genio technology. These solutions are designed to help organizations of all sizes build a sustainable and scalable data protection framework.
That sounds promising. Can you break those solutions down a bit further for us?
Sure.
Let's start with data protection management. What does this solution offer organizations?
The data protection management solution is tailored to help organizations meet regulatory requirements like GDPR and safeguard the security and privacy of personal data. This was actually the first integrated management solution on the market that responded to GDPR requirements, providing a stable and operationally consistent solution for organizations.
So organizations can trust that it's a robust and reliable solution built on years of experience and expertise. What are some of the key benefits?
It automates complex tasks, such as data mapping risk assessment and incident management, freeing up your team to focus on more strategic initiatives.
That's great.
Also, it reduces errors and risks, streamlining communication with regulatory bodies like the CNPD.
It offers centralized control and visibility. You have a single dashboard to manage all aspects of data protection, from policies and procedures to data subject requests and compliance reporting. This gives you a clear, real-time view of your data protection posture.
Exactly. That level of insight is crucial for making informed decisions and demonstrating compliance.
Let's move on to the information security risk management solution.
All right.
What does this one focus on?
This solution is all about anticipating and mitigating risks before they become a problem. Shifting from a reactive to a proactive mindset.
I'm curious, how does it differ from traditional risk management approaches?
Traditional approaches often focus on reactive measures, addressing risks after they've been identified. This solution, on the other hand, helps you anticipate and mitigate risks before they become a problem, shifting from a reactive to a proactive mindset.
How does it work?
One of the key features of this solution is its ability to provide a holistic view of your organization's IT ecosystem. It allows you to inventory all your assets, identify vulnerabilities, and assess the potential impact of different threats. This kind of comprehensive visibility is essential for making informed risk management decisions.
It's about taking a strategic approach to cybersecurity rather than just reacting to the latest threat.
Exactly. And like the data protection management solution, it's powered by the Genio technology, making it highly customizable and scalable,
Right.
Organizations can adapt these solutions to their unique needs and grow with them as their business evolves.
That's a big advantage in today's rapidly evolving technological landscape.
It is.
We've covered a lot of ground today.
Yeah.
What are the key takeaways for organizations looking to enhance their data protection practices?
The key takeaway is this.
Yeah.
Data protection is not just a compliance exercise.
Right.
It's a strategic imperative that can drive business value.
Like that.
By prioritizing data protection, organizations can build trust with their customers, protect their reputation, and gain a competitive advantage. It's an investment that pays dividends in the long run.
What concrete steps can organizations take today to start building a stronger data protection posture?
First, conduct a comprehensive risk assessment to understand your organization's specific vulnerabilities and threats.
Okay.
Second, implement robust data protection solutions that align with your business needs and regulatory requirements. And third, foster a culture of data protection through training awareness and clear communication.
Those are actionable steps that any organization can start implementing right away.
They are.
And remember, Quigist is there to support you every step of the way.
That's right.
Our solutions and expertise can help you navigate the complexities of data protection and build a more secure and resilient organization.
Absolutely.
I think we've provided our listeners with a lot of valuable insights today.